I'm life and business coach Samantha Sifring, and this is the Online Business Building Mamas podcast, where you learn how to build a wildly successful business from home while raising kids. Welcome to another Monday Inspiration episode of the Badass Mother podcast. Today, I am talking about one of my favorite topics, and this is about being your authentic self. I know many of you out there are sick of the word authenticity and feel like it's been overused, but guess what? I think all of you know that it's actually really important in your business and in your marketing and in your interpersonal relationships. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit and talk about how to do it well and talk about what it is and what it isn't. So what I'm not going to get into today is vulnerability. That is something I love talking about. I love the work of Brene Brown. If you haven't read her books, please do. But I view her work as much closer to being about our personal lives, being about our friendships and that kind of thing, and less about how we are marketing ourselves. I don't think that vulnerability is really the right word to talk about our marketing. And she actually specifically mentions it in the book, that vulnerability is sharing your really tender personal stuff with people who've earned the right to hear it. And that's simply not the case with our marketing. So I want to set that aside, highly encouraging you to check out any of her books. What I tell my clients is to just look at the titles of all of her books and pick whichever one jumps out to you most. Her core ideas come up in every single book, even though each one kind of has a different theme. So you'll be getting her canon ideas from any of her books. All right, so let's talk about what I wanted to share today with regards to authenticity in your marketing. And this is about the difference between vulnerability, transparency, that kind of thing, and being your real self. Because I talk a lot about being your real self, being your authentic self, and being a real human. And that can mean sharing a lot of things, right? But it doesn't mean being totally, completely open about every piece of your mess. So this is how I look at it. I feel like there is that total transparency, total vulnerability where you are just turning yourself inside out and letting everybody see every single thing on the inside. And I think that we probably all have those people on our Facebook feeds where not only are we seeing what they're eating for every meal, we are hearing all the details about their health and their family dramas and their interpersonal relationships, and it is all the details, and it can be really awkward and uncomfortable, right? And the whole point of doing this in our marketing is to make us magnetic to our ideal clients, and putting our mess out there is not magnetic. It's a little cringy. So the flip side of this is being real. Being the real you, being a real human. So this is sharing, real struggles as appropriate. This is sharing a couple of different things from your personal life that your audience is interested in, and leaving a lot of it to the side. Because when it comes to our marketing, we can become very self-serving, where it's well, I want to share this and I want to get the validation and I want to, feel love from people and that kind of thing. And that's really when our ego has come in to our marketing. And marketing is just really different from our personal relationships in that it is meant to serve our ideal clients and help them to see more and more that we have the solution for their problem. So maybe you are sharing your mess. Maybe it's your past mess and you're talking about how you came past it, how you got over it, how you came through it. and how you have the solution for the people who are still struggling. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. So hopefully this has given you a little food for thought. I know when I first kind of recognized this idea, it was a real eye-opening experience for me to just know, like, I don't have to share every single little thing from my life to be a good marketer, to be a real person, to be sharing my real self out in the internet. And with my audience and with my ideal clients, they don't have to know every little thing because it's not about me. It's about them, really, in the big picture. And then I can save the things that I want support and love about. I can save those for the people who have earned the right to hear them, who I know are really going to show up and give me that support that I need. So hopefully you are feeling like this is really clear to you now and how you differentiate between these two things. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Monday. If you like this podcast, I want to invite you to coach with me over in my program, Mama to CEO. There's you, and there's the consistent income you want to make in your business, and I help you remove everything standing in between. It's lifetime access for mastering your marketing, sales, time, and everything else you need to have the business and life you really want. Whether it's making your first 1,000 or 100,000, I can help you do it. To join, go to mamatoceo.com, mamatoceo.com.